Well, it's almost where I wanted to be. It's framed out all right, I guess. Could be a little better, but you get the idea. Today's not the 10th, but I don't give a shit. And how come I'm completely yellow today? I don't know. I go like this and see the color changes. You guys are weird. I don't know. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I don't know where I'm at. No, I'm not hungover. Yes, I drank a ton last night, but I feel fine. I am spry. I'm ripe as the mail. So let's see who's in here today. This is the European show. So if you're not from Europe, you have to leave. No, I'm just kidding. You don't. But everyone from America has to be quiet. Okay, you get your own show. This one isn't yours. Just shut your face. Who was first today? Well, what a shock. I think Diver Monkey's been the first one on the European show probably 9 days in a row. Just one more. Deepak, Michael Goss, Cave Bear's here. Blanton Sr., just one more. Mrs. Forwatton, the lovely Mrs. Forwatton has arrived. We're missing Michael Dawson's in here. And Jeffrey Lawson decided to show up. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. The guy's talking back and forth here. I'm just scrolling through. Low torque. I don't know. It's a simple name, and I'm still pronouncing it wrong. That shows wrong. Mortimer Duke. Why so yellow, Hoss? Liver quit on you, Mortimer Duke. I will not be trading places with you. Not now, not ever. I don't know why I'm all yellow. No, this is the jaundice show. I don't know. I don't know the technical shit. I point and go. That's all I know how to do. What do I know? Patricia says, hello, General. Patricia, you can fall in line. Cody Brown asked me how I'm doing today. Well, apparently not good. I'm yellow. Can't fix that. So moving on. Who cares? Troll Patrol says, hello, General. Everybody's in. Alex is back in here saying hello. Don't low torque. Okay, I said it right. Well, why didn't you write low torque with a Q? Tell you guys just trying to mess me up. Joe Chavez says, good morning, General. Reporting for duty. Joe, fall in line. These ranks are filling up behind me, but there is room for you. Jordan Foster asked how everybody's doing. So now we're back on track. And Michael Tidwell said, hey, so we can officially begin. And what did I want to bring up? Well, something's irritating me. Yeah, can you imagine that? Something's irritating me, and I'm going to tell you what it is right now. It's important. So what happened was that in the course of those glasses that you guys bought, and we're sending some out, and there's a couple people that are here in town. We'll try to get them theirs too. But there was one we were going to try to meet up with one of you guys in person.
Low torque is the guy.
Oh, low torque is the guy.
LOTORC.
Mrs. Fort Watton says, say hi to Jane from Finland. We really have someone from Finland? I was going to say, we really have someone named Jane? That's great. But I did the right thing. It was from Finland. And I'm saying that right. JNNE is still Jane. It's not Janie or Jane. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. Good thing your surrounding is yellow too. Otherwise, it would mean you have a bitch of a hangover. Well, maybe Jane, maybe you have a hangover and you're just seeing everything yellow. Did you think of that? Maybe it's not me this time. All right, so I guess low torque is the guy. Low torque is the guy that I met today. I won't say his real name, of course. It's not correct procedure or behavior. But so anyway, Gen X Mom's here, everyone. Can you tell? So it was the deal. Some of those we took around and we gave to people. We mostly mailed all of them out. But if there was someone local, we would meet them. And here's your glass. And there was one guy who wanted to meet. And so all of a sudden, Gen X Mom says, oh, he's coming over to the house. I'm like, I'm kind of in the middle of something here. I mean, I like meeting people. And she's like, yeah, it'll be fine. Well, I figured, all right, well, if she invited someone over and they can say hello and it'd be fine, because she can handle it too. And I don't have to, I'm right in the middle of my doing stuff and I'm running behind. I'm trying to record and get things done. And you know what she says? I'm going to be upstairs. You handle it. It's like, you fucking invited the dude over. Can you at least let me say hello? I'm busy. I want to meet people. I do. And she just disappears. She's like, yeah, here's this and here's this. And you figure it out and there you go. I'm like, God damn it. Bullshit that is. So when the guy shows up, I am busy, but I very eagerly want to go outside. And I fucked the whole thing up. I fucked the whole thing up like a nervous first date. I did. I completely choked. When I went to the door and I opened the door and I knew who it was, I grabbed his box with his glasses and I knew why I was here. And and I opened the door, the screen door, and the regular door to let my dog out because she wanted to go out. And then she saw him and stopped. He thought I opened up all the doors to let him in, so he comes walking in. I'm like, no, fucker, you're not coming in. I didn't say that. I didn't. I didn't say that. I was like, trying to not. The dog is what he's like. Oh, the dog. So I fucked that up. He thinks I'm inviting him in. I'm trying to get my dog out. And it's not that I don't want him in. I'm just trying to, trying to position myself because I got shit I got to do. And again, where's Gen X mom to help? No. She's gone. She's in bed. She's resting. She's doing whatever. So then I'm outside trying to fix this and recover. I'm telling him, thanks for coming by. And he's asking me questions. I'm talking to him. And I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm folding my hands like this. And I'm going like this. And I'm trying to, I couldn't fucking, just a grown ass man at my house for 5 seconds. I can't figure a way to be comfortable. I'm already pissed at her for doing the whole thing without helping me because I'm running behind. And so I'm there. And he's being as gracious and wonderful and complimentary as you can imagine. And I fucked up the beginning. Now I'm sitting there like a nervous twitch. Like a tweaker that can't sit still, and I can't. And I'm trying to do my usual, and nothing's working. And then I find myself repeating myself, which I knew I was doing, and I'm fucking that up. Then the guy just completely pisses me off. I mean, I'm obviously on the defensive here. I'm backing up, apologizing, trying to fix the whole situation, not look like a stark raving lunatic, which I did, and I ruined it. Then he pisses me off. He says, oh, just so you know, I'm kind of the same age as you, is born in 1968, so he's a year younger. This fucker has the balls to tell me that he was like me, born in 1960. I mean, he knew I was in 67 and he was in 68. This motherfucker looked like he was 32. I mean, the dude looked like he was 32. And I'm like, you're 1 year younger than me? I fucking look like I'm about ready to be put in a coffin. And I made some comment like, you're what? I mean, he looks like he's 32. And of course, he's in good shape and I'm a big fat white guy. And he looks like he's young and well kept. And I look like a jabroni. I'm like, okay, now I'm pissed. Not directly at him, of course. I'm pissed that now I want to start like, okay, how do I exercise? And I want some plastic surgery. And goddamn, where's my makeup crew? It was one of those moments where I fucked everything up from the beginning. The guy was as nice as you could ever expect. And he was taking all of my fuck ups with style and grace. I promise you. He didn't point out or give me an awkward look at all. And I ruined the whole thing. But I was very appreciative. As you guys all know, when you guys are around, I want to take time to meet everybody. I want to shake everybody's hand. I feel very fortunate. Anytime anybody wants to spend more than 60 seconds with me, I'm in awe. And this guy spent a few minutes on my front porch, and I completely fucked the whole thing up. But I just was the nicest guy. And if that's him in here, then I'm going to apologize again. I literally shut the door, came inside, and went, "What the fuck did I just do?" Had to erase that part on the security camera because it doesn't look very flattering with me walking into my house like I fucked up a first date, because I did. All right, so there's the story. He got his glass. I don't know what number glass he was, but I think he got his numbered glass, little shot glass or two that was in there. And then, God, all right. Can you see why that's how my day is starting? Yeah, I'm not in a great mood. It's my fault. I fucked it up. Michael Rhoda says, wait until you see his live stream. Yeah, his live streams, that guy's live stream is going to be like, this dumb ass motherfucker. God damn it. I don't want to watch his live stream. I'll be crying the whole fucking time. I'm telling you. So if that's him, if Low Torque is him, then little purple Elwood there. If he's here, then he's got it. He can verify the story. He was there. Morton, hi, greetings from Denmark. There we go. Now we're getting some stuff. Now we're getting some people from out there. We got a few in here from far away. That's what we're looking for. And Tootsie Popper didn't mean you, Eggman. Only the okay. You guys are talking there. That's all right. Got you. Low Torque says it is me. You're a fine gentleman. It was my pleasure, and I was thankful to meet you. Well, Low Torque, what a gracious way to let me out of my fucked up mess right here in the live stream, right here in the comment section. Thank you for that. Thank you for that was a very nice way to let me, because he could have just rolled over me right now. In the comment section, he could have been, yeah, that's fucking how it happened. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? How do I unsubscribe? Wouldn't have blamed him one bit, not one bit. Grizzle, member for 2 months, bottom of the Glass Nation. Hello from Israel, reporting for duty. Hey, Grizzly, we got two of you now. There's two people from Israel. Far out. You and Tomash. I like that. Okay. Belly Golly says hello from the Netherlands. Thank you very much for showing up. Lionheart, are you just attention grabbing today? What's your problem, man? Lionheart, sit. Stay. Good boy. All right. Let's go back to what we're doing here. Was I mad about anything else? I'm sure that I was. I just have to find it. So we talked about the shirt thing, and yes, I'll reiterate it for the European fans, the people from across the pond, across the Atlantic. There are shirts coming up to the website. We're going to mock them up and get them ready for you. I think we've kind of already got the pricing down and the availability and how soon we can get stuff through the printer, but there's two, and it's when you guys are helping, we're going to do a little thing which you can remember to sponsor the Buford. And there was talk last night with Gen Z Kid that he might be getting 2 goats, and I can see why. If they're not any harder to take care of, you got 2. I understand trying to get you, when you go to the fair, you only get 1 shot at presenting. And he's, if you had 50 goats, then you could raise them all, train them all, feed them all, and which one looks the shiniest, and then you'd be okay. So you can't have 50, of course, but if you could get 2 and you could do that, then you might have a better chance that one of them turns out the way you want for showing. And I still don't know how you show a goat. I mean, do you put a leash on it, walking around, sit, stay, stand, roll over, bark, play dead, go fetch? I don't know. I don't know what you do. I've seen my daughter show pigs. I saw how that went, and that was difficult because she was a little itty bitty thing, and the pig was not. And the pig could push her around when he wanted to. He didn't want to listen. He just lean into her and knock her over. That was funny, especially when she's all dressed up trying to present, and you have to be in your uniform and everything. That's a whole lot of fun. Mrs. Fort Watton, say hi to Garfuck from Germany. Want to hear it? Yes, ma'am. And Mrs. Fort Watton is like E.F. Hutton. When Mrs. Fort Watton talks, people listen. Yeah. All right. Let me see this right. Hey, Garfuck, good to see you all the way from Germany. My man, what part of Germany are you from? Are you in the Air Force? Are you stationed there? Were you born there? Are you German by descent, or are you an American that's just stuck over there because you have nowhere else to go and no one else wants you? Garfuck, glad to have you aboard. Mrs. Fort Watton, was that good enough? Was that okay? I just trying to please you. Okay. I did the whole thing and I didn't even mess up. Come on. Give me a break, man. All right. So the goat thing, there'll be a t-shirt. And I'm not sure it'll have the goat on it. And it says, I bought a goat. Gen X Talks, I bought a goat. Or Free Buford, something. I don't know. Would do something like that. Or maybe I just came to my mind right now. You guys remember Ferris Bueller, Save Bueller, Save Ferris, Save Ferris Bueller? Maybe it's Save Buford. I don't know. Anyway, so that's coming up. The other one is the Woodshed one, which, boy, did I get a lot of hate mail for that and a lot of hate text, because I said you can't even buy a Woodshed shirt if you have not been sent to the Woodshed. So, you have to actually been... Excuse me. I'm sorry. Everybody, can you hang on a second, please? I don't mean to interrupt the program. No, I don't have to take a phone call. No, I don't have to go to the bathroom. No, I don't need a drink of water. I'm interrupting the program because Mrs. Fort Watton is addressing me again. Please wait. Have a little patience. Mrs. Fort Watton, Wayne Dawson is from Australia. Thank you, sir. Okay. Wayne, hey, good to see you. How far down under are you actually? Because I can't go there, because unless you bring that continent closer and build a bridge, I can't go there. I will not fly. But Wayne Dawson, thank you for checking in from Australia. It's got to be, what time has it got to be there for you? It's got to be really early in the morning, doesn't it? I still haven't got my time figured out. I'm thinking London time, around that area, where like at 6:30 in the evening, coming home, stopping off at a pub, coming home, put your keys on the table, let's go. But Australia, I got to say, I was unprepared. I was unprepared. I don't know what story to throw at you or what cliche to use. I don't know what time it is there. Sorry. Back to what I was saying. Oh, the shirts. Yes. There will be Woodshed shirts. We're gonna use what Can't Rain put in that you guys have saw it on Patreon, and I think there might have been a picture up on the members page for the community section for YouTube. But that Woodshed, whatever we're taking from that, I'm not sure which angle yet they're using. I'm leaving that kind of up to Gen X Mom, but that will be on the shed. But you don't even get to buy one. And no, I'm not going to give you one because there's been like 20 of you that have been in the woodshed. I'm not just going to buy you a shirt. You don't get a prize for going there. However, you will have the opportunity to purchase a prize if you went there. So if you've been sent to the woodshed and can prove it, you can prove you've been to the woodshed, then you can go buy a shirt once they come up. But they're going to be like I'm sorry, they won't be through the store. Or if they're either going to be through the store where you have to have a code, you're going to have to email Gen X Mom. And if she says, yes, you were in the woodshed, she'll send you a code. Then you can go purchase your shirt and you're done. Or you're going to have to do it through PayPal. I don't think there's going to be that many shirts. I think there's only maybe 25 of you that have really ever been sent to the woodshed. And how many of you are actually going to want a shirt? 3, 6, maybe. So this isn't going to be a big thing. So even if we have to do kind of a roundabout, silly way where we do it through PayPal and we just do it for you, we may do that. I don't know how that's going to work. I'll talk to Gen X Mom about it later. But those 2 shirts are coming, the woodshed and the goat. And now you know that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Joshua Danley's talking to Miranda. Let's get the Gen X Talks to turn this bus into a train and add cars. I guess you could. That'd be funny. Okay, so what's next on the agenda? We had things we're talking about. Come on now, I'm not done yet. Oh yeah. I will tell you this. I do scroll through the chat room, the Gen X Talks chat room. Like this morning when I get up and I was trying to, get my morning going, I went to there. I didn't say anything, but there was only one person in there besides me. New name, didn't even know. But I was scrolling through all the shit in there. You fucking guys are weird. I mean, you guys are weird. I think there's only a few rational people in there, and there's like 95 people that I have no fucking clue to what you're doing. I just look at the stuff and shake my head and go, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. There was a comment in there about the kid. Remember when he did his 30-minute thank you live stream? And I already know what you're going to say, so give me a second. Let me get through it before you guys get all butthurt. A couple of you were pointing out that he needs work on his live streams, and that he doesn't. It sounded like you were saying he doesn't do a very good job, or he needs to improve on them. All right, there's 2 things. One, I don't, in text messaging and in comment section and in chat rooms, what's one of the failing things about those? You don't know the inflection of the person's voice. Someone could say, boy, that kid needs some work and improvement on what he's doing. His live streams, he needs to kind of got to work on that and study and improve. And that sounds like encouraging. But the same exact words typed in exactly the same way. Oh, that kid's got to improve his live streams. That kid needs some work on this. He's got to study up, and that kid's got to study and work on his stuff. That sounds like you're being an asshole and picking on a kid. I have no way of knowing which way you typed it. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to lay into anybody. I'm just saying that I noticed you guys said he needs work, which he does. He knows he needs work. However, I'm hoping that you guys aren't beating him up. I mean, he's 16, and he does struggle to get where he's going. But if any of you remember his live streams from a year ago, which I don't even know if there's any up anymore. I think he pulled them all a long time ago. He was very stiff and wide-eyed, and like he's reading things and he's repeating himself. If you could see where he was to where he is now, it's an amazing story arc to watch where he was to where he is now. And he still needs improvement. But you also got to remember one thing too. You guys are being very, very unfair, unconsciously unfair in one aspect. You're comparing him to this. Is that fair? I submit that for your approval. Is that fair? Is that fair to force that child, that loving, giving, humble child. Are you really being fair when you ask him to rise up to the level of, say, yeah? Are you? No, no, you're not. So, no, I'm not picking on you guys for saying something. I did notice it in there. I am a father. I don't know how you meant it or how you wrote it. I am smart enough to know there's differences in the way people type. I can't tell how hard you were hitting each key. You weren't yelling, so we're okay. But I'm just letting you know the kid knows he needs improvement. So do I. But I also want you to know he has improved so much. He really has. And we're going to prove it tonight because we're doing a big show. That's right. At 6 o'clock tonight, which is the second Wednesday of every month, which happens to fall on today, we're doing a big show. I'm sure where we're doing it, where we're setting up, but we're going to do a big show. Gen X Mom's going to be part of it. We're going to do the whole thing. We'll do the trivia. You guys won't miss anything. There'll be dead air, and there'll be the paper toss. There'll be Frozen, the collect call, all the stupid, silly stuff we always do. Plus, we'll mix it up with a few things, questions from you guys, but the trivia is the most fun. So we'll do all that. I think Allie's supposed to be there moderating to keep all the assholes out. I don't know that we're doing the multi-platform yet. And here's why. You guys saw the new thing we're trying to do with Streamlabs, and he's getting better at it. Each one of these is coming along. He's doing better. We talk about what to do, what not to do. We're refining it. It's going to take a little bit. He's new at it. We're all new at it, but it is working. And one of the benefits to Streamlabs is that we can also, while we're broadcasting to you guys, which is the show we do with you guys here, Bottom of the Glass Nation, YouTube, we can simulcast to Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Streamlabs has a way to manipulate that where you can do it from a computer. So that's a big benefit. And now we can only take care of comments in one section at a time. So everyone else is just going to have to watch their other formats like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. They're going to be more or less looking through the window, pulling up and looking through the window to see what's going on, and they can see, but we just can't read their comments. We can only pick one channel to read. Well, guess who we're going to read? It's you guys, of course. So that's the way we're going to go with that. But I don't know that we're going to do that tonight. But very soon, I would submit to you that by the next time we do a big show next month, the big show will be bigger and it will be broadcast in more places. I'm going to say that we're moving that direction and it'll work. It's just that everyone's going to have to know, we're going to have to tell everybody, you guys on YouTube are here and we're with you. Everybody else, you're peeking through the window. If you want to participate more than just looking, then you need to come over here. It's just the way it's got to be. We can only pick one, and we love you guys, and that's why we're going to stay there. So we have a relationship, we have a friendship, and it's down to earth. And I'm not just going to, jump back over and leave you guys looking through the window while I'm talking to TikTok where I don't know anybody on there. Nah, I don't think so. Not my style. What I miss, Brandon Mitchell, the kid's young. He does fine. People need to chill. And I'm not saying, Brandon, they were dumping on him. Hard to read what people are saying in texting, but it was brought up. It was a conversation. I did notice, I will say this, I did notice that Mrs. Forwatton in the chat room did come to his defense and said, look, he's a kid and he's doing, there was some words of interjection there. And I'm going to tell you that's probably not only what it might be well-deserved. He might have deserved to someone to just remind everybody that was good of her. But I'm going to tell you too, that that's Mrs. Forwatton's mothering instincts coming in and, just interceding when she should. And it was well received. So Deepak, love when he chimes in every now and again, like on last night's show, could have him do more solos too. He is. Time restraints are his big issue right now. Like every day he's got a time restraint that has to do with hello. Every day he's got a time restraint where he's got to do some FFA stuff after school. And he's got a big banquet this weekend. I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday. I got to look again, but he's doing stuff. So he's in rehearsals and he's prepping and he's doing stuff like that. So, there's not a lot of time to come home and sit. Plus he has homework. He has chores. He wants some downtime. It's a lot right now. It's going to ease up after this weekend. Things are going to start loosening up a little bit. He does like chiming in. He does like even doing the producer thing where he was learning that, and he got his camera with his thing down here. He likes to be able to do some of that. So we're still experimenting, but things are moving along. He is doing fine. He is coming along, and he is trying. The thing you guys don't see is when we film something, a story or we do a live stream, and he'll ask, how did I do? What do I need to improve on? And if I tell him, well, we're telling a story over here and you were sounding kind of wooden, he wants to go right back to it and say, okay, what did I say? How should I have said it? And then he rehearses it, he practices it. He doesn't even know how to improve, but he's trying. He's fumbling around, but he's trying. So there is some good that's coming out of all this. And if nothing else, then then at least we can have a good laugh at the whole thing when it falls apart. Yeah. All right. Lionheart, paper football. Yeah. No, we didn't. You know what? We didn't do that yet. We're still doing paper toss. Lionheart's got a great idea about the triangle paper football thing. We haven't implemented that, but it is on the drawing board. Okay, hold on. Somebody had. Larry says, good morning from Stockton, California. Not too far away. Thank you, Larry, for checking in. Appreciate you. Neighbors, friends just to the north there. Tootsie Popper. How can I go to the Woodshed? Sounds like fun. You got to stop. Oh, you got to stop. That's not funny. That's all right. Let me scroll up. I know I missed some stuff here, you guys. When I'm talking here, the comments go by and you think I'm ignoring you, but I can't stop let me go back up. Let me see what I missed here. All right. I can scroll back so far. Michael Roeder, wait until you see his live stream. The other guy saw that one. Grizzle got in. He's from Israel. We talked about that too. Grizzly from Israel. And did I miss something? Mrs. Fort Watton, say hi to Garfuck. Did that. Joe Haney. I'm from my parents. They had sex. I was under Joe, you lost me on that one, my friend. Miss Fort Watton, Wayne Dawson, talk there. Wait, what was that? Mrs. Ford, marvelous Miss Rand. Oh, go and smoke a toad. Not for me. Okay, moving on. Miss Fort Watton again. Australia is 14 hours ahead, so it's Thursday morning. Yet, don't tell me the day. Just tell me it's Thursday morning. Just tell me it's morning time, and I got it. If it's 14 hours ahead and you tell me that it's now noon there or 2 there or something, then I got it in the morning. Just tell me it's 2 in the morning and I'll show you. Don't start telling me days of the week. I'll completely come crashing down. You want to see me have a server error right here? That's how to do it. Tootsie Popper, how to go to the Woodshed? Sounds like fun. It's not. Wisen Oak, it's not fair and we must always encourage him to do the best. Yes, I agree with that. There's a lot of truth in absolutely being encouraging, for sure. Yeah, people need chill. Got that. Lionheart, paper football. Deepak, love when he chimes in every now and then. We read that one too. Just going through the big ones, you guys. I'm trying to go back. All right, so now I'm at the bottom. Anyway, there was something I was going to tell you. God damn it. April Van Ryan. I got 10 minutes before I go back to work. Good to see you again, General. Hi, Mrs. Four, and everyone in the chat. Hi, Gen X Mom and Gen Z Kid. Well, thank you, April. April, keep in mind, your picture is beautiful, stunning. I must tell you. You don't need to address anybody else. You don't have to say hello to anybody else. Okay? The important thing is you say good morning to me. That's it. Now, it's nice of you to include everybody else, but come on. I need a little bit. All right. So just thank you. But now you got me. Oh, yeah. I said it with a straight face. Shut up. Lionheart, more Gen Z kid lives, but not less of Gen X dad or Gen X mom. Well, I would love for him to take over because, like today, think about what I got to do today. Just follow me on this. European show from 10 to 11. I get a quick break where I grab something to eat. Then we do lunchtime on Facebook with Gen X Dad. That is a wonderful crowd that's growing. Some of you folks jump over on there, which really helps. And we're building the subscription thing. We're trying to figure all that out. It's really fun to go through it. We're tripping over ourselves, but it's lunchtime. It's low pressure. Nobody gives a shit. I'm literally on in the background while someone's at their desk at a job anyway. So how bad can I fuck that up? I'm fine. But then after that, that'll come tonight. There'll be the big show, which will be an hour to hour and a half. So that's 3 shows today I'm doing, let alone if I have to film something that the kid wants me to do a story or he wants me to add something to a slice where he goes, we messed up on the slice. You got to film and add a little or an edit, or I got to do a voiceover for something. There's some of those. And that's not including anything that's podcast related. if all of a sudden, and Gen X mom's got a really, really excellent way of pushing the podcast through. She'll tell me a topic. I out of the blue, I will record 6 or 8 minutes of it and save it. Then she'll throw it at me on a different day. Here's another topic, and then I save it. Well, then we can put 4 of them together, and you got a podcast. But I have to record them in segments, which is okay because I still cover what I want to. I don't have to sit in front of the microphone the whole time. But the podcasts are actually turning out better and more solid because of the way we're doing this. She's onto something as a producer. She's onto something with how she's changed this in the last two episodes. So yeah, that's if I do any of that today, now that'll be 3 shows today, plus voiceovers, plus anything I missed on slices that I have to reshoot for the kid when he gets home. And then if she throws any podcast stuff in there. Yeah. So I'm trying my best. I'm working as hard as I can for the kid on stuff. But when you say, well, less, more kid, but not less Gen X dad, which is what Lionheart was saying. Believe me when I tell you, at some point we have to cross a line where there is less dad. We have to. I know he's got school. I know he's got FFA. But as soon as he gets out of school, which is only like 3 weeks away, when he gets out of school and he has more time, then I want him to shift. I've been telling him this for this whole school year. I'm giving this back to you. I'm doing everything I can to keep things up and moving. I help him with every aspect. But at the end of the day, I'm doing everything you're asking me to. But when it comes time, could you just do it? So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what that's going to and let's be truthful. Let's be honest about something. If it's open kimono, that's a revolting thought. If it's open kimono, then I couldn't just completely walk away because I don't want to. I don't. I'm telling you, I get more out of talking with you guys than you guys do listening. I promise you. I get more out of this interaction with saying stuff back and forth, with reading what you're saying and responding, than you guys do. This is selfishly for my benefit. I know you don't think so, and you might choose to argue, but I'm not wrong. I really do appreciate all the time you guys spend, because all of a sudden, if I quit doing this 100%, I would miss you guys a fucking ton. Just like you would miss going to your favorite bar. If all of a sudden you've been going there for 2 years and then all of a sudden you couldn't go anymore and you couldn't see your friends and you couldn't unwind, and you couldn't talk about stuff, there's a big old empty spot in your heart, and you can't really fill it. It's tough. So there's something to be said for that. I doubt you guys are going to get rid of me completely, but next month sometime, let's pray for some change. All right. Let me scroll down and see what I missed again. Chase Hughes has fallen in. Thank you very much. And I'm just reading right now. So if you guys had something important to tell me, then tell me now, because I missed it. Tommy Girl's talking to Toad. This community is awesome. Yeah, Janie, you're right. It is. It's very special. And Tommy's talking to Kevin. All right. So apparently no one was listening to anything I said anyway, so it didn't matter. Oh my God. Devin. Now Devin SS, she loves me. She gave me the big lips and the pink heart, the flowers, the smart owl. Now, and thank you, Devin. Now I know that. What about Bob to the Finlander? Welcome aboard. Yeah. If I miss someone else, Paula's from Wales. We're picking up. You guys are fucking cool across the pond, man. There's so much to learn and pick up from you guys. I'm in. I am in. Jordan Foster said I would miss it because you remind me of how my dad was, and your son reminds me of me before we all became internet questions. I agree. Cave Bear, I can't drink. I have Hawaiian refrigerator water at its best. That's it. I drank last night. Come on, man. I didn't skimp. I put some stuff away. All right, hold on. Dirty Knobs, scroll back. General, serious question asked for you. Okay, Dirty Knobs from you. All right, let's look and see. Read Apache's comment. All right. Apache's comment or Dirty Knobs. I'm not sure which one I'm looking for. I mean, I know Mrs. Fort Watton said Apache's, but let me look. Let me scroll back and look. Let me take a moment. As you can see, Mrs. Fort Watton grabs the wheel and steers this bus whenever she feels like it. Apache Moonshine. How can I help my 18-year-old daughter who has throat cancer? She will not talk about it, and at all, and I'm really worried about her. Well, that's a tough one. Apache Moonshine. If your 18-year-old daughter has throat cancer and she won't talk about it, I've come to understand that there's two reasons people don't talk about their medical issues. They're stubborn and they just don't want to talk about it because they think if not talking about it, then it goes away or they can ignore it, And they ignored it and showed up. They ignored it and it can go away. The other one is that they're afraid. And either one of those is a tough thing to try to overcome. And don't think that me talking here is going to give you any sort of wisdom that you don't already know. I promise you, I'm not a throat cancer expert. I'm not an expert on anything, but I will give you a direction of thought. Apache, I will give you something. There is no other approach. There is nothing you can do with humor, with anger, with threatening, with making fun of somebody or teasing them to get them to talk about an illness. And some people do that. They've tried everything, so they sort of browbeat them like, well, if you're not going to talk about it, then it's your own problem. Don't ever go there. Sometimes people don't really want to talk about it, but they very much need you to try to talk about it. Sometimes it's the trying to help someone that's really all they need. And maybe that's the case with her. Maybe she's got some stuff she's trying to figure out. I mean, how did you learn about the throat cancer? You had some conversation had to come up somewhere. I'm sure her doctor didn't call you guys, and she is 18, so there's privacy issues there. Don't stop trying, and don't stop encouraging. I don't like when people give the speech of you have so much to live for. Look at your life. Everything's wonderful. Don't do that. They know. They already know. About the only thing you could do is sit down and go and tell her you're being selfish. Tell your daughter you're being selfish. Just sit down and say, all right, look, you don't want to talk about it. Well, I'm being selfish. I will miss you if you die. I will have a big empty hole in my soul if you die from throat cancer. This is all about me. We're not talking about you anymore. We're talking about me. I can't live without you. You're my daughter and I love you and I can't move forward. So, I'm selfishly sitting here going, I need to know what's going on. I need to try to be encouraging. I need to know what we're up against. I need to know how long we have left to talk if there's a time limit. And that's just for me. And I'm being selfish. And there's no other way to tell you. Maybe she'll open up if you're honest with her that you're dying inside and you need to get her to change course. You can't grab the wheel like Mrs. Forwatten does around here. You can't just reach over her shoulder and turn that steering wheel so that her life goes in a different direction. Even if it's just conversation, you can't do that. You want to. I want to. I can't. So about all you can do is try to keep things focused. Try a different approach, try a different angle. Never get mad, never get upset. But if you really have that as an issue where you're really trying to turn a corner there, maybe sit her down. I know this is gonna sound dumb, and it's stuff that pops as things go into my head in this conversation that you may have with her. I picture things out. The reason that I can say things in the order I say is that in my head, I see it happening. I see you guys sitting at a picnic table at a park or at a coffee shop, sitting across a table. I know that's dumb and it's lame. That's the way my conversations go, and it helps me articulate better when I can see what I'm looking at. I can just physically look at it in my brain. But I'm telling you, if you have that conversation with her, something along that line, and maybe you're revealing to her that you're being selfish and you can't live without her, that please, if you're not going to do it for you, please do it for me because I love you and you're my daughter. Hold her hand. Make some sort of physical contact. And that's not just a woman thing that women respond to touch. That's a father-daughter thing that is sometimes, as soon as when I do that with my daughters, if I make contact, I touch their hand or something, it disarms them quite a bit. It does. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. But I'm telling you that from my gut check point of view, if you sit with her alone, you make some sort of physical contact, and you're honest with her, tell her you're being selfish, you can't live without her. Maybe after that one conversation, you might just get one bit of information. You might turn one corner she wasn't willing to do before. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about cancer, but I do know people. I don't know if that helps you or not. I don't care if I'm running long, and I don't care if I stop talking about everything that everybody else wants to talk to. Apache Moonshine 23. If you had a real question, that's a real situation, and you're not just yanking my chain, then there's my answer as best as I can give you from two strangers over the internet responded to one paragraph. I'll scroll down and see if you had something to say. I don't even know if you're still here, but if you had to leave, maybe come back and replay that. If you want to, send me an email, genxdad@genxtalks.com, and I can call you if you want. Give you my number if it helps you out. That's it. Now I don't want to go to the woodshed. I'm hoping that I didn't overstep my bounds. We'll find out in a minute. I'm going to scroll down and see who's mad. What did I miss up here? I know I missed something. Someone's going to be mad at me. Someone's going to say, shut up. All right, so let me scroll down. I'm also looking for Apache to see if there was any other words in there. Mrs. Fort Watton said, read Apache's thing. I did. Come on, what did I miss? CPT just settled it. Go up and read his comment. That wasn't for me, was it? Apache. Okay, hold on a second, you guys. Apache, General X, thank you. Yes, I think she is petrified. She's 18 and she won't tell us anything. Her doctors told us she has to tell us the truth because it's really bad, but won't say any more than this. That's a tough one, man. And now that you've written that second paragraph, perhaps the approach that I offered you might even be more successful. I don't know. It's tough to do these things when you don't know any of the specific personality. I mean, let's be honest. You know her better than I do, but in general, in an overall perspective, maybe that might help you. Just let me know if it does. Let me know if it doesn't. If I fucked up, let me know that too. I'm feeling for you, my man. I really am. I promise you. Just one more. I think you are an expert, General. Meaning has been a spurt, as in drip under pressure. Boy, just one more. We started out great. I think you're an expert, General, and then the other two sentences, you lost me. You either fat fingered that one or I can't read. One of the two. It's probably on me, but we'll blame me and move along like we always do. Tommy Girl, good advice, General, and make sure she knows that she can talk to you whenever she's ready and that you have her back and always love her. I agree with that. And I'm sure he hasn't forgotten those things, but yeah, that's a thing for sure. Doug Dillner, y'all's channel is awesome, and you have your roles that make your channel what it is. Thank you for it. And that's right. For Apache, I've had 2 lung transplants, and sometimes just having someone there with me was the best thing. Apache, great advice. Great advice from Doug right there. Better than anything I ever said. That's good stuff. Wandering Tacoma, banging his way through. Like and subscribe. I know I'm supposed to tell you guys, please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here we are, 45 minutes into it. I haven't even said it once. I'm horrible about promoting myself. One more for Apache. Says Gen X, thanks, mate. I'll try to talk to her more, and I'll try to hold her in my arms and speak to her. I can see she is petrified, and this makes me worried for her mental health. Thank you to all of you. Well, and Apache, you got a group of people that do care, and some smart people in this room, way above my pay grade. And you might want to come back and listen or go to that chat room. Where I don't have the link to it, but the chat room has some stuff in there too, where people talk, and there's some good conversations in there too that really dig deep on some stuff. Just letting you know, Apache, there's a Gen X Talks chat room. I'm not always there, but there's people that are very interested in what you're saying. I promise you. Okay, so moving on, we're rounding some corners here. It's always good to help people. Don't. Kevin Grimes says, time to whore yourself out. I just did. I just talked about it. I don't know what else to tell you. I know there's other stuff I'm supposed to say, and I don't know. I don't say it. So yeah, someone brought up something in here today. I was going to talk about it. And this is a question. This is not any prophecy or anything, but you know how someone in here said, well, the kid does his best. And that reminded me of a conversation not having to do with live streams. But do you think, and this is I'm going to put this in the context of a parenting question, of a parenting situation, because it can go for anything, work or whatever. But do you think when you tell someone, let's say I'll use Gen Z kid, if I say go pick up the dog shit in the backyard, and there's a lot of it, or it's difficult or something, and then let's say Gen X mom comes by and she goes, well, and tells him, just do your best. Just do the best you can. Because that's a phrase we all use. Just do your best. You just get in there and you do your best and let's see what happens. Do you think sometimes that gives the younger generation a cop out? A way out? You think maybe that they can come back inside and go, well, you said do my best. I did my best. That was it. And you go out there and you're not happy with the result of whatever the job is. And they say, well, you said just do my best. And so I did. Well, I think as an older generation, as Generation X, we say, get out there and do your best, because we know if they actually do their best, the job will get done. Yeah. That's the way I feel about it. But I think that kids today take that a different way. And they, when you tell one of us, if I said, if I told Lionheart, say, well, you get out there and just give it your best, man. I know it's going to be successful or damn close, because he's going to give his best, his 100%. And he comes back and says, okay, look what I did. Lionheart would say, that was me giving my best. But I think today, when you tell a kid that at Gen Z or some late millennials, they, well, get out there and do your best. And they come back, well, that was my best. Moving on. So now I'm not so sure if saying to someone, just do your best. Maybe that's the wrong phrase. Maybe putting the word just in there is where I get fucked up on that. But saying to a kid nowadays, just do your best. They define what their best is. That was it. You got the job halfway done. Well, that was my best. Well, it sucked. Well, that was the best. You said do my best, and I did my best. Well, your best sucks. It's not even half as good as it's supposed to be. Well, but you just told me to do my best, so we're good, right? I fulfilled what you said. I did my best. No, I wanted the job done completely and correctly and right. Well, that's about all I could do. That was my best. It's only halfway fucking done. Well, you just asked me to do my best, and I did. So from my point of view, from my perspective, I'm done here. You guys get where I'm going with that? I'm starting to think that's not. And then people get mad when you go all Gen X on them. You don't even say get out there and do your best. You go out, you tell them, get the fuck out there and do it. Just do it the way I tell you, get it done, and then come back inside. You don't give the whole, now just do your best and let's give you a hug, because they could use that to spin it and not finish the job. I'm a little caught up on that right now. So see where I'm going? A little frustrated. Yeah, that's right. Michael wrote a participation trophy for doing my best. My dad would have said, do your best and I'll remove my boot from your ass. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What about Bob? Make me proud kind of sets. Yeah, that's a good one. What about Bob? You tell him, make me proud. I've done that a little bit with the kid. I say, you want to do something where people walk up and see your work. The thing he's doing right now that he's working on that is the front lawn. We're letting him, take care of fixing the sprinklers, mowing the lawn, edging it, learning how to use a weed whacker correctly and stuff. He's doing it. But when you're done, I say, now look at this lawn. It's shitty. And when everyone comes up, I'm going to go, look at my lawn. My son takes care of this. Now, are they going to look at this and go, wow, your son's a fucking idiot? Or are they going to look at your work and they're going to say, hey, that kid does a good job? Are they going to be impressed? Are you going to be proud of what you've done? Am I going to be proud of what you've done? That's one thing we're working on. But what about Bob's got it right? So maybe should change some of those phrases to make me proud of you. I know that if Gen X mom says to the kid, any of our kids, do your best, I've seen them pull back and walk away and cop out on it. However, if she ever said, and I'm just thinking as we're going here because you brought it up, I think if Gen X mom ever told Gen Z kid, make me proud of the job you're doing, because he is so in love with his mother. He loves his mother beyond words. I think he would do it. What about Bob? You got a good one there, my man. After this live stream, just so you know, Bob, I'm stealing that. I'm going to plagiarize it, pretend it's my own, and never give you credit. There we go. Oh, God. Zed's here, millennial here. I get your point. Very fair. Hey, Zed, well, the fact that you know that means that you're not one of those people, or you wouldn't even have understood it. That's a good thing. Mrs. Fort Watton, Egg wants to know Zeppelin or Pink Floyd. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's like saying, what kind of cookies do I like? I like all the cookies. I would say I listen to more Pink Floyd than Zeppelin, but as most of you know, I'm in most of Gen X. We did grow up in that generation. Who's your favorite band? And you're loyal to them. But as we got older, we have moods. We can listen to Led Zeppelin all day. The next day, we can listen to Eric Clapton all day. You get caught up in a mood, in a moment, and a feeling, and we run with it. And I'm not saying that I was listening to Air Supply this morning or their greatest hits, and I did not have a poster on the inside of my closet door when I was in junior high that no one could see but me. I'm not saying any of that stuff, but yeah, it's moment by moment. So I would say I've had more Pink Floyd moments than I have Zeppelin, but that's because for a long time, I got deep into dissecting what Pink Floyd was really trying to say. So there's probably more history there for me, just a little bit. And now you know what I know, which isn't very much. Okay, listen, that's it. Our hour's up. Just like the therapist tells you on your regularly scheduled visit, get out, because that's it. It's been an hour. That's what they tell you. Pay the lady at the front for your hour. Your services are over. Stop talking. We're done. Get out of here. Oh my God. Okay, so listen, I gotta go. Hey, Anthony Tony, I haven't seen your name around here. Anthony Tony, I shook that man's hand. Yes, I did. All right, listen, I gotta go. I gotta run. I gotta end the live stream. I got half an hour to eat something, and then it's lunchtime with Dad on Facebook. And I'm gonna go change my hat so that it looks like I'm a whole different person. That fools everybody. Hey, don't even pretend it doesn't. You guys don't know. If Superman can put on glasses and become Clark Kent, I can change my hat and become Facebook Gen X dad. I can change my hat and I'm a whole different guy. And you know it. I speak softer to my Facebook friends. We do a little more hugging, a little less yelling. It's lunchtime, little Yoplait yogurt, that kind of stuff. It's good for you. No, it's fine. Oh, and look who's decided to show up. Donna SpongeBob. Now it looks like it's Donna SpongeBob solving. And I have a wonderful day. None of us can have as wonderful a day as you. I know your drive to work in the morning. I'm jealous every moment I see your name. All right, you guys. Go smoke a toad. Smoke the General's lunchbox. Hey, that's great. The General's lunchbox. That's pretty good. Smicky, I may steal that from you, and you'll know if I do because it'll be on the cover picture that no one watches when they join the Facebook stuff. All right, look, I got to go. Seriously, I got to go. End it right now. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, everybody from across the Atlantic who took time to clock in today. I know you guys had a hard day at work. I know you guys are kicking off your boots when I chimed in right now, but thanks for showing up. I do appreciate it. So from everyone here at Gen X Talks, we'll catch each one of you on the flip side.